Hello, this is Todd LaPlante, and I'm with
Nick Garcia.
Nick Garcia. He's the one of the managers of an emergency department in Albany, emergency department at a hospital. And I've been asked by our instructor to ask Nick a couple questions about it in accounting. He takes care of accounting for the department. He's assistant manager. So let me ask you, Nick, explain how and why accounting is the language of your department, our organization, your department.
So we are constrained by our budget. Obviously, we have a lot of things that we have to put into our budget. There are productivity models that come into play, and we have to be accountable to those productivity models. At the beginning of every month, we have to then justify if we're over productivity. If we're 102%, that's great. If we're 94%, that's bad. It depends on patient volume. It depends on our staffing. It depends on acuity. It depends on how many people get admitted. So that's something that we take into consideration very highly and have to account for every month. We also have supplies that have to come through. If anything happens over $1,000, it requires approval of our higher ups. That we have to order. We also have to justify special orders of equipment, and continually every month we have a meeting with our clinical liaison over at supply chain, who goes over product substitutions, how we're saving money, products that we've eliminated because they're not, they're low utilization, high cost, and what we're substituting them with. And that's part of our organizational accounting.
Great. Now, the second question I got to ask is, give specific examples of how the accounting function is used in our organization. I guess what that's asking is what kind of accounting functions do we use in the emergency department?
So very specifically, we recently had an initiative to reduce falls and to increase patient safety regarding falls. So we had to order some equipment, some of which we already have in the organization, and some of which we did have to place orders for. So we have to justify that on a line item budget as relating to our fall reduction initiative. And we have to kind of use the programs that Trinity, we have to leverage their buying power to use equipment that they've have bulk discounts with the manufacturers with.
So basically, the accounting department in this department, the accounting function, really the focus is like anything else in the hospital, is on patient safety and patient care, right? It's all centered around that. The accounting isn't separate from the patient care element. They're combined. They're like one and the other. Yeah. You don't really do accounting to buy bubble gum. You do accounting to provide patient care. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was very simple. This was Nick from
Thank you.
The hospital. Thank you very much. And thank you, Nick.